thank you our honorable teacher to giving us chance to research about this topic. Our research paper topic is proposing a generic framework for efficient legacy system modernization, a scalable and adaptable approach. Myself Ratna Tripura and my teammate Prosanto Deb and MD Rokonuzzaman. Here is our table of content, that is introduction, type of legacy system, case studies, methodology, implementation, validation and performance. Introduction. Legacy system is any outdated software or hardware that is still in use. That is include computer, hardware, software application, file and programming language. And legacy system modernization is the process of upgrading or transforming outdated software or technology infrastructure to align with current business need, technological advancement and industry standard. Here is type of legacy system, that is end of life. Legacy system are ones that a vendor or developer has stopped supporting or offering update for or that are no longer purchasable and inability to scale. That means this legacy system no longer have the scalability to support a business growing data performance or security needs and heavily for software. That means a lot of legacy system is outdated software that has been extensively forced in the past to keep it up to date. And and finally is no one know how to maintain it. That means a lot of legacy system require outdated knowledge to maintain. This make it difficult and costly to find an IT expert who know how to maintain it. Here is some characteristic of legacy system, that is lack of documentation. That means legacy system often have outdated or insufficient documentation. This make troubleshooting and upgrading the system challenging. Critical system knowledge may be reside with only a few individual risks when they leave. And high maintenance cost, that means this system require costly maintenance due to the needs for specialized expertise and frequent fix. And outdated technology, that means build on obstacle technology. Legacy systems are large to integrate with modern tools and lack scalability. Security vulnerabilities, that is they are more uh, prepared to cyber attack since they may no longer receive security force or update. And finally is reduced performance. That means legacy system tend to slow down over time, becoming the inefficient and unable to handle modern workload effectively. Now I want to call my next teammate MD Rokonuzzaman to continue our presentation.
Thank you, Kumar Tripura. So here my topic is case studies. I have done some case studies on this paper. Here the case studies of Transition Enterprise. Here they have worked on backend of this organization called US Health Core Organization. The legacy system modernization in this company, they have migrate the version from .NET Framework 4.7 to .NET Core 3.2, and they have identified some unsupported components in the previous version. So here the company's role is rebuilding some functionalities with this, replacing with missing libraries and adding some new features. And here they have made some developed software that is cross and independent in any compatible devices, and it was supported in Linux and Windows Mac Windows operating system. The next I have done some case studies on upgrading multimodal system. The company name is IT services firm specializing in healthcare and financial services. Here the client challenges is complex architecture, user resistance to new design, replacing old tools with data transfer issues. And here the company's roles is to move Angular version from previous version to Angular 11. It solves the data transfer issues with incremental migration. By outcome of this legacy system, they have optimized the system performance, reduced the maintenance costs, and better return of investment with comprehensive documentation. The next, the Warburg company, company that is established in German private bank, they have a revamping legacy system in banking. Here, the client challenges is needed competitive advantage in capital markets and budget and operational constraints. Here, the company's main roles is to customize the development and perform the workshop between those clients who have want their system to be modernized. Here they implemented the robust and application using Java and core technologies. Outcome of this legacy system modernization is delivered the solution that is within short time when it went live in November 2018. After that, here the another case study is called modernizing front office systems. It is the company name part of State Group Bank AG. Here, the client's challenges is was struggling with an outdated front office system that had been poorly maintained for years and years. The company's roles here to perform system analysis, agile transformation, established core process, introduced CI/CD that used in GitHub, continuous integrate and continuous development, and the output of this legacy system modernization to complete the UI redesign, smoother transition to their previous version, and flexible platform supporting future growth. After that, another case studies in insurance portal modernization. Here, the company's name Central and Eastern Europe. 2019, this modernization legacy system modernization have performed. The main client challenges in this phase: original vendors stopped building necessary parts and release date approaching. Here, mainly the company rely on one dependent company and not depend on another company. Here, the company's roles is to conduct a 2 week legacy system assessment and create roadmap, quick takeover, Azure Dev setups. Here, mainly the main problem is when an client is dependent and on one company, then it will be hard to rise up the new developers, and it will be may cause the delay in system delays. And the outcome of this project is delivered the solution by fourth quarter of 2019 with additional features, integrations, and Azure DevOps configuration. After that, the improving IT delivery. It was conducted in leading CEE insurance provider 2018. The main clients challenges faced in increasing time to market. Mainly, it's focusing on to deliver the project and ensure the services on time on the market really needed. Poor service delivery dependence on single vendor, lack of software engineering talent. Here, the main client challenges and the company's roles is to implement the multi-vendor software development framework. Here, one company is if I take example, if one company take the main responsibility for the collecting the requirements and set up the whole thing that is in development process, and one team is assigned to develop that project, and it will be very best for this company. And outcome of this project is delivered a complete framework adhering to best practices within the multiple synchronized system by September 2019. So thank you. Next, I will invite the Prosanto to continue this presentation.
Thank you, Rokonuzzaman. Now I will discuss about the methodology of our paper. We have divided our methodology into 4 parts. First of all, we will discuss about our assessment of a project, then design, execution, and validation. In the assessment part, we have to evaluate our legacy system, whether it is large or small. Then we have to perform a risk and impact analysis, that if we change anything in the legacy system, whether it will be any big impact in our system or not. Then who are the stakeholders are engaged with this legacy system. Then in the design part, we have to plan about our data migration. Then we have to follow the standard procedures for that. Then we have to also consider the business knowledge of this project. Then in the execution part, we have to migrate the data iteratively and test whether the data is properly coming or not. Then we have to build something for the automation of the legacy system. Then at the validation part, we have to validate our system performance and data integrity and consistency check whether the entire system is currently working or not. So for implementing our methodology, we have taken a raw PHP project. This is very basic PHP project of PHP version 5.4, and it had some deprecated functions, and it had some performance issue, and it didn't have any modern features. Then our plan was to convert this raw PHP project to a new Laravel project. The benefit of a Laravel project will be the MVC architecture. It has the built-in routing, then object relation mapping. Then it has also the blade template for the front end part. We can easily change the design very easily. Then it has also secured from various attacks, and we can easily migrate the database, and it has built-in testing support. So when we implemented our methodology, we have found that the raw PHP project, as it is the very previous version, like version 5.4, it has some deprecated functions like a MySQL query or MySQL fetch SO. So when we run the system into a newer PHP version, it will not work. So how we have modernized our raw PHP project into a modernized Laravel project? We have first of all, we have reviewed the code base and identified which features and which modules we have to work on. Then we have understood the database structure, and we have identified which outdated libraries the raw PHP project was using. Then in the design part, we have performed all the migrations in our Laravel system. Then we have used the CSR protection which was built in Laravel. Then in the execution part, we have developed all the controllers based on each module, because controller handles the logic part, and we have performed the automation using the Laravel artisan command. And at last, in the validation part, we have used JMeter for checking that the performance is good or not, and we have used the Laravel's built-in PHP unit test cases. In the validation part, we have unit testing for the both raw PHP project and the Laravel project. We have identified the modules, and based on the modules, we have write down some test cases for both the parts. In the raw PHP, we have used the PHP unit test cases, and Laravel already has the built-in PHP unit. That's why we have run all the test cases, and we have found that the features is working pretty well in the Laravel framework. Then in the performance part, we have used our JMeter to see how the performance is going. So here we can see in the Laravel part, we have used 6,000 threads or clients, and we have found an error of only 7.85%. And at the same time, in the raw PHP project, we have used only 3,000 clients, and for that we have found an 11.30%. So from this comparison, we can understand that the Laravel project is have better performance than the raw PHP project. So that's all for now. Thank you, everyone.